Bill 44 is a new piece of legislation that mandates communities of over 5,000 residents upzone all of their low-density single-family lands for multiplex development. While on the surface this seems like an equitable move on part of the government, it has actually had the unintended consequence of turning single-family homes from places to live into an equity class asset. This design challenges the status quo with an acknowledgement that in many communities, local area plans have been put in place and have been crafted through a somewhat democratic process, and that without public input there can be further impact through blanket rezonings. In the architect's design, the idea of a multiplex is wholeheartedly embraced, yet the design looks to be sympathetic to its context, particularly that of smaller coastal communities on the Sunshine Coast and Vancouver Island, where single-family neighborhoods may have been built over time around existing trees, where sites may be steeper and residents value their ocean views, and where cars are still needed to be parked because of the reality of limited public transit. One recent story comes to mind in Garibaldi Highlands in Squamish, where a single-family home is being torn down, and under Bill 44, a developer is replacing it with 4 $2 million luxury townhomes. This design exercise asks the question, how do we avoid such unintended consequences, which might be making homes more expensive and not more affordable? In doing so, our design identifies 8 primary goals. 1. Staying in scale with the small town's single-family character. 2. Housing for all, affordable and accessible, a mix of unit sizes and configurations. Small but highly livable, access to gardens and nature, porches and patios to promote social interaction, combating the loneliness epidemic. 3. A design which can easily be adapted to optional configurations. 4. Maximizing the potential for tree planting through good site planning with a goal for a leafy 30% tree cover. 5. Adaptable to sloped sites. 6. Providing a gift to the neighborhood by providing unique architectural features. 7. Minimizing the impacts on neighbors by carefully planned window locations. 8. Ensuring ample privacy for the residents. The first defense for affordability is to keep units small. However, by simply taking a larger single-family home and dividing it into 4 micro-units, perhaps for purchase by investors, is divesting neighborhoods of their diversity of home sizes. The project's scale has been broken down by the idea of big house, small house, and little house, rather than a more traditional approach of creating one large mansion-style residence with 4 distinct suites. The small home to the left is a 450 square foot lofted studio. The building to the right contains a 1-bedroom, 645 square foot ground floor suite and a larger 1,250 square foot 2 optional 3-bedroom home above the entries that they share with a common porch. The passageway between the two creates a sense of arrival to the common courtyard and the 1,280 square foot 2-story 3-bedroom home beyond. By placing the rear home perpendicular to the lot, grade change can easily be dealt with on steeper sites. By utilizing the same basic footprint for both the larger buildings, construction costs and build times will be reduced through a repetition of tasks, parts, and building components. Porches and balconies, terraces and patios contribute to the opportunities for social interaction. Careful thought into the execution of the design program limits the unit sizes while maximizing the feeling of spaciousness and ensuring overall construction costs per unit are minimized. This project seeks to both educate the public as well as planners and councils in smaller communities on the opportunities of Bill 44 while ensuring the multiplex concept remains an equitable proposition for all.